Hey, this is Cousin Vinny at the Cousin Vinny Network here again at the Crystal River Mall. I apologize in advance. We may have a little bit of technical issues with microphones and locations and all kinds of technical stuff that just kind of drives you crazy sometimes. Uh, there's Millie and uh, and Georgia in the bookstore. So, Millie, go ahead and see if you can do a little introduction, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. And today we're going to meet Georgia Meyer at the Georgia Myers bookstore.
No, Millie, it ain't. It's not going to work. It's too much. It's too much feedback. Anyway, Georgia, we gave it a try. That didn't quite work as we anticipated. But ooh, this is not good. This is not good.
You're not getting any echo, any
No, just as long as your phone's dead, turned
it's
off.
off. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, we're good. All right, so now I got you and Georgia there together. So kind of let's do a little introduction there, Millie, with Georgia.
Okay. So Georgia, how long have you been here now, Georgia?
It's since October 2019.
Right.
And except for the 2 months, of course, we were closed down.
The COVID months.
Yes, we were back on the 15th of May, and very happy to be back.
Yeah. So, and Georgia is this your 9th bookstore?
It is my 9th.
Yeah.
My first bookstore was a rather interesting venture. It was a combination bookstore. I left a library business. I'd been a librarian for about 22 years. And when the computer systems were come in and they put my catalog on computer, I left and started my first bookstore, which was a combination of an herbal shop and a rental bookstore, which was rather a challenge at the time, but it worked really well, except my children's father became terminally ill and I had to close it down for a couple of years. Then when I came back, it was back to everything was a bookstore. It was just a general bookstore with almost any classification that you could imagine. I had my first bookstore in Dunellen, and I moved around about 3 or 4 times in Dunellen from one location to another. One was a traffic, could not get to me. I was kind of closed in. Other times it just didn't work out. It wasn't the right location. Finally, I went out in the country, which is rather odd, and opened a bookstore in a big 4-bedroom house. And I took over all of my house except for a kitchen and a little sitting room and a bedroom and a bathroom. All the rest became bookstore. And every time my husband would come home, he'd say, "Have we lost another room to the books?" But it was a great location. I was in the middle of 5 big subdivisions: Rainbow Springs, Rainbow Inn, Rainbow Acres, and Lake Tropicana and Rainbow Lakes Estates were all around me. And I had customers that was really faithful, even when 60% of my people left. In the wintertime, I still had good business and was very happy with my time spent there. And 7 years ago, I decided to retire. I thought, well, I've done this long enough. I was doing little online books, and I thought, well, that'll be enough. I quilt and have other hobbies, garden. Well, I went home and everything was fine. I'm never a person that says I'm bored. I always find something to do, but it wasn't the same. I come over to the mall and visited and went to the craft shop and went to the art gallery where they teach the art lessons, and the atmosphere caught me right away. And I started walking around, and Millie had showed me this place across from the theater, and I kept going around and around. About the 6th time, my husband said, "Oh no."
He knew what was coming.
He said, "Here we go again. Here we go again." But immediately he started building shelves. He's not a great book person, but he's always been very supportive of my book business. He started building shelves, and we started accumulating. Well, I had quite a few books that I could use, but I started buying up collections of books, which I still do. I buy up estate sales, And people call me and offer me collections. A lady this past week offered me a beautiful art book collection, a how-to art book collection. And she brought it in, and we come to an agreement on the collection. In 2 days' time, the books are gone. I had phone numbers to call, and the people came in and they just took everything because it was a really nice collection.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm really happy to find. Anytime I can find a spot in the store where I need books, if it's cookbooks or if it's mystery thrillers or whatever I need at the time, usually my customers come through for me. They find somebody that has the books. And I do a lot of trading to accumulate books also.
Yeah, so she is doing a lovely job here. They post their hours. This is, like I said before, this is something she's done many times before. She has a love of books like I've never seen. She many books herself, but it's just awesome to have them here.
And my reading habits are very odd. I read a great variety of things. The only book I've ever read 3 times in my life was the Iliad. Now, my fascination with the Iliad, I don't even understand, except I love ancient history, and I love to believe that Troy was real. And when the archaeologists said they found 3 cities of Troy, I was over the top. That I really was interested in something that really at least existed in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I like mystery thrillers. They're my favorite pastime reading. I read Michael Connelly. I read Carl Hyson. I like the Florida writers. He is one of my favorites.
Yes, he is mine too.
I like him.
Yes, I do. So let's talk a little bit about the section here. So we're not able to walk around with the camera like we planned on it, but
okay.
Around.
All right, we can go this way. When you walk in the door, I have a table that is new arrivals. Anything that I get in that week, I put on the table and present them to the people so they can see what new books are coming in. And when you pass that table and come in to the left, I have my gardening section, which Florida gardening, of course, is a big seller. And next to that is cookbooks. Again, people love the cookbooks that were published in Florida, especially the organization ones like the churches put out, that kind of thing. And beyond that, I have a business section. Didn't realize in my past stores, I haven't had that great interest in business books. But this time I'm building a business section because
excellent
interest. I have a self-help section behind me. And I also have health and fitness. I have a history section that is a big seller. One of the most interest is my history section, and especially my Florida history and the collectible older Florida books like Marjorie Rawlings and the old Gators, Skeeters, and Malari, the Judge E.C. Mays book. And I've had Ocala Country. I've got the Highwayman's art book. And I sell Rawlings all the time, especially the yearling that won the Pulitzer Prize. The edition I sell the most is the one that's illustrated with N.C. Wythe illustrations. So I keep them on display all the time and sell multiple copies. The one Florida book I've sold the most is Land Remembered. And people come in and say, I need a copy of Land Remembered. I let my friend borrow it and I didn't get it back.
Yeah, that's typical.
Over again. It's everybody's favorite, even the ones who take them and don't return them.
That's cool.
But
and you
then,
have a large
then I have a classic section to my left here, and I have a lot of young people. I'm so happy that I still have college age and high school age that come in and buy classics and know what we're talking about when we mention classics.
Mm-hmm.
I have a children's section that's divided into 3 sections. The first part is kindergarten through the 1st grade. The juvenile section is 2nd through, I would say, the 4th or 5th grade. And the young adult is 6th grade and up.
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi section beyond that. And of course, I have a large romance section for the women who read the romance novels. And after that, mystery thrillers, which is everybody's that come in. I have so many mystery thriller readers, I can't keep enough books to go around. And we also have the hardcover mystery thrillers and fiction hardcovers. I have a historical fiction section, a biography section, a spiritual section, sports, and just a general collection, almost any category.
So about how many books do you have, Georgia?
I would say we're getting very close to 6,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seems
Wow.
very limited. It seems very small compared to my last store was 21,000 books when I sold out and closed down and retired. But
Wow.
it's a turnover that I like. It's a much greater turnover with the smaller amount of books, which is to me is good. And I try to price my books so that they will turn over. I don't want a book museum. I want a store.
Yeah.
I want people to have them in their hands and enjoy them.
Right. That's the whole purpose, to buy it, read it, enjoy it, and pass it on to someone else.
That's for sure.
Yep. You have a lot of cool people too.
So what?
With my children's section, I failed to mention we do have a lot of homeschooling books, and I do have many people in Citrus County who do homeschool, especially now with our stay-at-home children.
So what are your store hours?
11 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday, and Sunday 12 to 5, close Monday. That is temporary. That's temporary, though, until the 1st of July. I'm going back to my old hours where I'll be 7 to or 12 to 7 and close. I'm still going on Mondays, though. I believe I'm going to change my day. I'm closed to Monday.
Right. Okay. So are there anything special? Do you do any special reading events or functions that people can participate in, or
we've had book reading, and I would have more. And it's just trying to decide what to present. I've got a great interest in a book club coming up. And I've got 5 or 6 people. And if I ever do a book club, I want to do a large book club. I'd rather break it up into maybe 2 or 3 book clubs rather than have just one large club. I like for people to participate in the club and be able to speak up, and and that way, even if we have more response than say 6 or 7 people, we would put the clubs into more than one club.
By chance, do you have any braille books for the blind?
No, I don't have. I have print books, but no braille.
And large print is very popular right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
People
a lot of us older people like.
I have a lot who read the large print and even get a lot in trade.
Georgia has participated with like the Florida Highwaymen when they've come in for the event. It's okay, I got it. When they've come in for the event at Paint the Town Citrus, she had the Highwaymen sign a book and she raffled it off. So she's done a lot of community events here, which are nice.
We'll do it again on our anniversary each year in October, on the 1st of October or near the 1st of October. We'll have other drawings like that, and with really beautiful collectible books whenever we do it.
I love the one story you had where you did that one very valuable collectible book.
Yes, I did that almost by mistake. And when I found out, my husband said, Can't you change a book? It was a $300 copy of Gone with the Wind that was given to a group of collectors, and only I think it was 30 that was published in history.
Very valuable.
And I gave away one. I told him I already told people I'm doing this. That's the book they're getting, so it has to stay out here. And a young lady about 19 years old who is very much a book person. She won it. I was so happy that she got the book.
Understood the value of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Nice story. So we're so happy to have her here. Her husband, George and Georgia, And George is very active also in our little community here, and he helps her quite a bit. So
Yeah.
Yes, he's my right-hand man for sure.
So
He doesn't read that much himself, but he's always been very supportive, and I've even taught him how to buy books. He's a book scout now. He doesn't know it, but he's a book scout.
And how many bookshelves has he built for you?
Oh my, I don't even want to. The store I sold out was 52 bookshelves, and the little girl in Beverly Hills that has a shop there, or I think she's closed. I believe she's closed. Yeah. But she bought 52 my shelves when she opened up her shop.
Yeah.
And I was going out then, and she was coming in.
Right.
Yeah, so that's, they're a joint team, and they work really well together. So we're extremely happy to have you here, Georgia. And
you want to give their location where they're located there in the mall so people can find them real easy?
Yeah, Georgia Meyer Books is across from the theater, so you can't miss it. It's directly across from the theater.
And we'll certainly welcome them back.
Yeah. Yeah, the theater is looking to open in July, so we're all excited about them coming back in and getting going again, too.
Right.
So, Vinny, I think we're good.
You are.
And, yeah. And Laura Bell, is it Laura Bell? Lauren Bell and commenting and saying hi to you on here.
Oh.
And she said she missed you.
Oh.
And she said George is a hoot. So, Benny, we're going to say goodbye. Okay.
All right. Well, that was great.
Yeah, thank you, Benny, for having us.
Yeah, sorry about the little technical issues. We're getting better, but thank you for watching. Yeah, this is Cousin Vinny on the Cousin Vinny Network here at the Crystal River Mall. It's a learning process for me, Millie, and the merchants here in the mall. We have been doing this, bi-weekly event. We tried to do a 2-camera remote. We're working on that, but we're getting better at it. And also today, you can see I have a little rig in front of me here, a new microphone stand, which now makes it better and easier for me to communicate. I still have the one on my head. That's the other microphone. But anyway, just wanted to say thank you to all that watch, listen, and respond. Again, the mall is here operating 7 days a week. These are all local businesses. So please come shop the Crystal River Mall whenever you can. Again, this is Cousin Vinny on the Cousin Vinny Network. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned. There'll be more coming.